Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for T.I. and Tiny Friends and Family Hustle. It's finally back, y'all. I was like, I don't even know if I should review this, but I watched it and it was good enough. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Tip and Tiny are in a great place. They are calling themselves empty nesters, even though they have 3 children in the house under the age of 16. But okay, empty nesters nonetheless. Tip says that trial and error has been his mentor, which means messing over his wife and her forgiving him over and over and over again has gotten him to a better place. It's almost like when they first got together. I said, oh yeah, Tiny, child, let me know, when have you ever really gotten tired of him? Because to me, I feel like Tiny has always been down for T.I. no matter what. And what I mean by that is always attracted to him no matter how foolish he can be. Y'all, Major is growing up and he is basically the most intelligent person in their house, okay? Tip made a comment about him needing to do something with his hair, or Tiny said he need to get a haircut or something like that, and he was like, worrying about my hair is superficial, okay? Hair is on your head to protect you from freezing to death, and that's it. I was like, well, all right, Major, that's how you feel. He is so smart. Tiny is worrying about him because all of her kids have like found their thing, their niche. I'm like, girl, calm the hell down. Like, these kids do not need to have it figured out already. But I do understand as a parent, she wants to make sure that her children are being well-rounded and open to trying different things so they can figure out what their thing is. So I get it, Tiny, okay? T.I. thinks that Tiny is doing this for her own selfish reasons and not for the betterment of the children. I said, shut up, T.I. What are you talking about? What could she possibly get out of spending more time with her children and trying to figure out what they might be into? Sounds like good parenting to me. But okay, Clifford, like, get out of my face. Like, I just kind of feel like he's always trying to undermine her in some way, as if she doesn't know what she's doing as a parent. It can just be so exhausting to have a man that always thinks he knows better, even when he doesn't. But the main thing is that Precious, T.I.'s sister, y'all know she passed away last year, I believe, right? Was it last year? And she was like the main person that was the caretaker for Major. They were very close. And so now Tiny is trying to step up as much as she can because she realizes that, Major has lost someone, King has lost someone, a mother figure, somebody that looked after them. So now, Tiny is trying to make sure that she is filling those shoes as much as possible. And, I know some people might, feel like, well, she the mama, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, when y'all are both working and you have a family member that's always there, those kids are going to feel that loss, And I just see that she's just trying to keep him busy and trying to stay in tune with him so she can make sure he's doing okay, because he's one of the kids that if something is going on with him, he might internalize it. So Tiny puts Major and King into karate classes to get them out of their comfort zone. And it looked fun, okay? It did kind of look like somebody who they paid to just show these kids how to kick some boards and shit. Like, it didn't look like serious karate classes, but it looked like something to do for fun, something for the show. And it was just funny to watch T.I. sitting up there talking about, okay, look at him, about to break the board, look at him. I was like, they so like regular parents, bro. They so kicks. And y'all, Monica is back, okay, in her beret, all right, because y'all know Monica is always with a beret on, okay? She has a new album, 38, about to come out. She's still living with Shannon, her ex-husband. They are divorced. And she's slowly trying to find herself a place to stay, her own place. But she doesn't want to break up the home situation she has. Her kids are comfortable having both parents in the household. And, she kind of doesn't want to disrupt that. Because for her, it's like, what's best for the kids. And I'm like, how many people live in separate households and their kids still be okay? Like, but I do understand with their schedules and how they work, what is easier for their lifestyles, which is not the same as, parents who work 9 to 5s or whatever. So I get it, Monica. I get it. But she has this new album she's working on, so she goes in the studio with JD and his painted on beard. I said, what in the Beijing is going on here? Let me tell y'all something. I am so glad that so many of you men can't get in contact with y'all barbers who, aren't available to spray paint the hair on your head and your beards. There's nothing wrong with being gray. Y'all niggas are old, okay? Y'all, I don't know what's wrong with JD or who allowed him to go on camera like this. This is not 1996. It is 2020 and my TV is high definition. It is 1080p. I can see this. I can see the paint. Okay, I can see the shine. Okay, it looks like if you start sweating, it's gonna drip on your shirt. What is going on here, JD? Oh my God. But yes, back to the music. She's trying to write music that's about the history of the relationship and back when things were good and when she was falling in love, because her marriage wasn't always bad. And something makes me feel like it's not quite over. I don't know why, but throughout the episode, just watching her talk about it made me feel like the relationship might not be completely lost, even though they're divorced. So then we see LaToya and Tommy, y'all. LaToya and Tommy are really going through it because Tommy's mom just recently passed away from, her bout with cancer. And that's so sad. We hate to hear, when people lose their parents to cancer. But Tommy is not grieving well. And what I mean is, not only is he crying every night from the loss of his mother, but it has turned into an anger issue and he takes it out on LaToya. They have a 1-year-old and they don't even know yet, but LaToya is pregnant, okay? So they don't know yet, but we know, okay, that LaToya is pregnant and Tommy is finally getting, his boy child that he dreamed of. Everybody's having a boy right now, y'all. Sierra's having a boy, Bambi's having a boy, and LaToya, I believe, is having a boy as well. So yeah, everybody's getting the boy children that they hoped and dreamed for. But right now, Tommy is just angry and LaToya doesn't know what to do. She's trying to allow him the space to grieve, but at the same time, it's hard for her to go through being the person who's on the receiving end of his anger. And y'all, I'm sorry, but the first thing that comes into my mind is I have lost a parent and I know how difficult that is. I haven't lost my mom yet, which I feel like will be something else terrible to, I feel like it'll be a little bit worse than when my dad passed away, just because me and my mom are so close. But I was a daddy's girl. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I lost him was still very, very difficult for me. Okay. But the thing that aggravates me is that I don't feel like just because you lose a parent, that means you can treat your spouse like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand your anger. I understand. But at the end of the day, Tommy, like, you had your mom for a long time. There are a lot of us who are not blessed to have our parents, until that age. You know what I'm saying? Till you're in your 40s. That's a blessing to even have had her for as long as you did. You know what I mean? That's what I think about. Somebody who lost their damn daddy at, 19. That's what I think about. So it kind of like annoyed me that you're going to give somebody a pass for treating you like shit because their family member died. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like that. I don't like that at all. So then Toya and Red have finally moved into a home together. Her baby is so adorable, y'all. Like, I'm obsessed. The baby and her eyebrows are adorable, and I just cannot, okay? Reginae and Lucci finally broke up, thank you, God, okay? And the breakup happened not too long after the cucumber party. Even if their relationship recovered from the cucumber party, it was basically over, okay? Jashay, which is Toya's niece from one of her deceased brothers, is staying with her and going to school there in Atlanta. So they have someone else in the household. Their family dynamic has changed. But Toya is no longer scared of marriage and is more open to getting married to Red. So good for them. I think they got engaged. Did they get engaged, y'all? I think they got engaged. Either way, if they're not engaged yet, they might as well just go ahead and get married. Don't even go through all the pomp and circumstance shit. Y'all already had the baby. Y'all already lived together, child. Just dress real fly and go down there to the justice of the peace. Okay? Put the picture on social media for us or something. So y'all, LaToya goes over to Toya's to talk to her about Tommy and what she's been going through grieving. She figured Toya could give her some good advice because Toya has lost a lot of people in her life recently, including her two brothers. Toya basically tells her that she just has to be there for him, because when she was going through everything with her brothers, Red was there for her. You know, he was just a sounding board, somebody that she could vent to, that could hold her when she needed to cry. And I'm like, but you're a woman and Red is a man, and I think the circumstances are different. I think that LaToya is definitely trying to be that for Tommy, but it doesn't seem he's receptive to her. So she's kind of left feeling like her efforts go unnoticed. It doesn't help. And he's just angry with her all the time. Toya basically tells LaToya she just needs to be patient with him, and that maybe they need to try therapy. And she wants to suggest it, but she's scared of how he's going to react. So it's Tommy's birthday, and his family comes over to their house. And Toya gifts him with a diamond dog tag with a picture of him and his mom in it, so she can always be with him. And he gets emotional and he starts to cry, and the family comes around him to comfort him and be there for him. And he kind of doesn't say anything to, LaToya. It's like, no, thank you. It's nothing. And she was like, I wasn't really trying to upset you. I just wanted to give you something, of your, for you to have of your mom's, something that would make him feel better, not make him feel worse. But right now it's just hard and he needs more time. This is when she finally says maybe you should try therapy, but he just says he needs more time. He just seems like the type of man that isn't that open to therapy. He doesn't think it's gonna help him. He just think he needs time to grieve. And it's like, it's one thing to grieve, it's another thing for that to turn into anger towards your wife. So yeah, I think you might need help sooner than you think. And then LaToya tells Tommy that she might be pregnant, so they have to take a pregnancy test, and she isn't sure if this is the right time for that, seeing as though they're going through all of this. But I think it's the perfect time. Y'all need some light, some happiness, and a baby always brings that, especially a boy child for a big-head man that just wants a mini-me. And then we see Toya and Monica talk about Reginae and how happy Toya is that she and Lucci broke up, and how right after the cucumber party situation happened, Wayne got on the phone with Reginae and told her, all right, that's enough of this. All right, you don't need to be with that little nigga. He ain't even gonna be that successful. Break up with him right now, okay? You my daughter. You too good for all of that, okay? Break up with him. Like, basically. And since then, she and Wayne have been spending more time together. I guess he realized, being a father is more than just paying for everything. Toya tells Monica how she's more open to marriage with Red now, and Monica says that she's in this space of wellness and she just wants to try everything. Hot yoga, whatever she can try, that's what she wants to do. Which is a surprise to Toya, because she was trying to get her to do all of those things last season and you can hardly get her out the call. So yeah, I'm like, good. Monica needs to open up. Monica sometimes seems to be a very closed off person because of her strong convictions. She seems to be somebody that's not as adventurous as she could be, somebody that seems to turn into an old lady too soon. So I'm glad to hear this. I really am. But yeah, y'all, that was T.I. and Tiny Friends and Family Hustle. The episode was definitely enjoyable. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I'll see y'all in the next one.